Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Project Gaia. JP here, and today we are in Lockhart, Texas. So you most likely don't know what Lockhart, Texas is. It's a very small town in central Texas, but what it is known for is it is the barbecue capital of Texas. And since Texas is one of the barbecue capitals of the world, it may very well be the barbecue capital of the world. So some of the best voted barbecue spots are actually located in this town. So it has a very dense population of amazing barbecue places, and we're going to go to all of them, as well as it is a historical town. There are a lot of historical sites in this town too. So if you're into food and you're into history, this may be a town that's definitely worth seeing. So what we're going to do on this tour is I'm going to show you some of the best things to do and see while you're here in Lockhart, and we're going to explore the town a little bit and learn a little bit about its history. So let's begin. In the rolling heart of Texas, there's a place where the spirit of the old frontier still lingers on the breeze. Lockhart, a town etched into the map by grit, cattle drives, and the unbreakable will of early pioneers. Its streets are lined with grand old buildings, a living museum of limestone and red brick that has stood watch over the land for more than a century. But Lockhart's story isn't just written in stone, it rises in smoke. This town is the undisputed barbecue capital of Texas, where the scent of oak-fired pits weaves into the fabric of daily life. Here, meat is treated like ritual, slow cooked and seared by time and tradition, just as it was generations ago. Lockhart isn't polished or pretentious. It's honest, rugged, and real. A place where history is not hidden behind glass, but lived and breathed in every step, every flavor, every weather-worn porch. In Lockhart, the past is alive, and it tastes like home.
So since this is our first stop, I wanted to get a little taste of each place. And from my research, Smitty's has the best brisket. So I got brisket here, and I put it between some bread. It's like a brisket sandwich. And I got macaroni and cheese and just a soda. One thing to know, if you're not familiar with like how a barbecue restaurant works, often what you do is you'll get the meat ahead of time, and then you'll move into the other room, like the dining room, which is where we are now, and you'll get, macaroni and cheese or beans or a drink, soup, anything like that. So I am ready to dig in. Let's see how it is.
At Smitty's, time moves slower, and that's just the way it should be. Here the smoke blackens the walls like an old cathedral of fire and flavor. The pits roar with history, their flames fed by oak and memory. In this place, every cut of meat carries the weight of generations, seared by hands that still honor the old ways. Rising from the heart of Lockhart like a sentinel of time, the Caldwell County Courthouse stands proud against the Texas sky. Built in 1894 from native limestone and red sandstone, it's a monument to the ambition and grit of a young frontier town. Its clock tower has watched over generations, through quiet days, hard times, and dusty cattle drives. A reminder that in Lockhart, history isn't forgotten. It's carved into the very land itself.
So now we're here at Black's, and I was told that the pork ribs, the baby back pork ribs, are the best. So I just got a couple because if we go to all of these and I eat everything, I'm not going to be able to move when I get out of here, right? So I got a couple spare ribs, and they look very good, very fatty, very juicy, just exactly what you want.
At Black's Barbecue, the fire never truly dies. Since the early days, oak smoke has soaked into every timber and stone, telling a story of patience, pride, and the raw art of Texas barbecue. Here, the craft is ancient, passed from hand to hand, flame to flame, and every bite carries the weight of tradition.
So how to describe the ribs? They're juicy, they're fatty, none of that dry stuff, none of that stuff where the hard pieces of meat get stuck in your teeth. It's very tender, very good, and I highly recommend getting the ribs here. So one thing that you absolutely must not miss when you're here in Lockhart is the Caldwell County Jail and Museum. Now, unfortunately, it's only open on Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 5, so it's kind of a small window for it being open. But it's well worth it to come on one of these days because it's very interesting. So what it is basically is an decommissioned jail, right? The bottom part is a museum, and it shows you all these interesting artifacts from the mid to late 19th century. So if you're interested in kind of that old Texan vibe, that pioneer spirit, there's a museum on the first floor. But then you go up to the second floor and you could see just the jail, how it was almost like they closed it and never did any renovation on it, and it's exactly how it was on the last day of the jail being open. And a lot of people say that it's haunted as well. You could very well see when you're in there that it's extremely creepy. So definitely check these out when you're here.
In the heart of Lockhart, behind thick limestone walls, stands a relic of Texas law and legend, the Caldwell County Jail and Museum. Down on the first floor, the museum whispers the stories of this town's rugged past. Photographs, artifacts, and relics of frontier justice. It's a place where you can almost feel the weight of history pressing through the air. But climb the narrow stairs and you leave the world of exhibits behind. Up there, the cells stand just as they were on the day the jail slammed its doors for good. Iron bars rusted by time, narrow cots bolted to cold stone, unchanged, unpolished, and unapologetically real.
So this jail is often considered to be haunted, and it is very creepy. I just have to say, there's a lot of noises in here too. A lot of noises, pounding. I don't know if I'm the only one in here, but it is a bit of a windy day, so I'm hoping it's the wind, but there are a lot of like legends and myths about this prison, and I could definitely see why. And we're about to go up to the third floor. Like I said, I've been hearing lots of sounds, so I really hope someone's up there, because if not, then this place is for sure haunted.
The jail carries more than memories. It carries the restless energy of all who pass through it. Stories of strange sounds echoing down the empty corridors, shadows slipping just out of sight, and a chill that settles into your bones when no one else is near. Some say the jail is haunted, that not every soul behind those bars found peace when the locks gave way to silence. And if you look closer, the walls still tell their own stories. Names, dates, curses, and prayers, all scratched and scrawled into the stone by hands that had little left but time and hope. Faded, worn, but never forgotten, the graffiti remains, a final, defiant mark of lives that once passed through these heavy doors. Next, make sure you check out Kreuz Market. This barbecue spot is stripped down to its purest form. No forks, no sauce, just smoke, fire, and meat handled with the respect of a time-honored craft. Since the late 1800s, the fires have never gone cold, burning low and steady with oak, wood, and old-world pride. In this place, every brisket, every sausage is a handshake with history, simple, bold, and unbroken by time.
Now, Kreuz is known for its sausage, right? So each one kind of has something it's known for, but they all have the same thing. So if you want ribs, if you want brisket, pork belly, sausage, and they're all very good. Just certain ones are known for certain things, and Sometimes that's not true, sometimes it is. But for here, I got the sausage. So the Kreuz sausage is very good. It's not too wet where it kind of feels like it's in a microwave. It's also not too dry where it feels overmade. It's kind of that perfect smoky flavor. Now I got the original. There's also a hotter version, like jalapenos in it. I don't like hot stuff too much, but if you like that, maybe try that out. But it's very good. It has that perfect smoke taste, along with kind of the right balance of moist to dry. So definitely check this out, either the regular or the hot.
In a town built on cattle drives and smoke, the Commerce Gallery stands as a different kind of frontier, one carved from canvas, color, and imagination. Housed in a century-old building where merchants once traded goods by hand, today it trades in stories told through the eyes of Texas artists. Brick walls and worn floors still carry the weight of history. Now the light cuts through tall windows, casting new life on old bones. In Lockhart, even art knows the value of heritage.
Your boots by the door, you're not coming home. Love like wildfire, I was your entire world until I wasn't anymore. Oh, heartache, you left me behind. That's not a man, only a coward.
Okay, now we're at the next place. This is called Chisolm Trail Barbecue. Now, I was recommended this one. It's not quite in the town. It's a good maybe half mile to a mile outside of town, so you're gonna need a car to get here. But what I could say about this one is it feels the most local, and it has the cheapest prices out of all the ones we've been to so far. So I was recommended the brisket. So similar to in Smitty's, they're known to have very good brisket, and I put it on a sandwich as well. So you can get the brisket with or without the bread. I like it with the bread because it gives it that kind of sandwich vibe, right? And then I also put some of their homemade barbecue sauce. So let's dig in. Very good. Very, very good. I asked for the fattiest piece of brisket. I recommend you do that too, because if you like juicy brisket, you're gonna like that. If you like a little bit more lean, don't get the fattier piece. But I requested the fattier piece, and it's very good, especially with the traditional like Wonder white bread. With their homemade barbecue sauce. Their homemade barbecue sauce is very good. It's very smoky, a lot of like herbs in it. I don't even know what's in it, but very good and it adds to it. So definitely try this out when you're here. Okay guys, this was Lockhart, Texas, the barbecue capital of Texas. Now, we ate a lot. You saw a lot of different barbecue spots. If you're here for a couple of days, you could probably try all of them. I would sit down. I kind of did a taste of each one, but I would sit down and get everything from each one if you can, if you really have the appetite for it. So I'm gonna kind of waddle out of here, but I definitely recommend you visit Lockhart, not just for the barbecue, but for the history and just the lively atmosphere of being in an old Texas town. Listen guys, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, share this video, and leave me your comments below. Let me know what you think of each barbecue place. Okay guys, until next time, take care. Bye.